Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational Monster Train series where we fight the divinity in every run. Look, I know that intro was a little high energy. I'm going to be honest with you. I should have been recording for about 2 hours now, but I have been listening to synthwave at maximum volume just nonstop. The rush of dopamine and energy that just like courses through your bloody veins when you get hit by like the bass and the sick drops and all of the just the techno elements of it. Oh man. I I have like transcended today and I am just experiencing sound and it's so good. I've actually been on a huge kick doing this lately. My work has been just so overwhelmingly stressful and so high fast paced. It's been high energy, fast paced work, which is uncharacteristic for me. It's usually not this busy. But because it's been so busy, I've just I've needed a lot more vibe time, which is just a great way of me saying I've needed to just like sit, do nothing, and listen to music a lot more than I usually do. And my like reintroduction, I don't even want to say reintroduction. I never stopped listening to synthwave, but there's just like the vibe, the whole feel to it is just so powerful that it has been is rejuvenating to me to listen to it. I feel like I can actually tackle days and events and things. I didn't actually intend for this intro to be about synthwave, but I honestly have just been listening to it for so long that I had nothing else to say. I just really wanted to talk about it. So the recent artist that I've been listening to, Carpenter Brute, is just like, oh, just stellar, just truly exceptional. The diversity of sounds and just oh, it's so good. Highly recommend if you're even remotely into the genre. And if you're not remotely into the genre, I bet listening to a little bit of it could get you into it. It's just sublime. So anyway, that's what I've been doing all morning. I should be playing Monster Train, and that's why we're here. So let's do some of that. I have so much energy built up right now that there's nothing this Monster Train could throw at me that could take me down. Like the worst run they could possibly chuck my way, and I would just be fine with that. I might lose. Honestly, this is probably not a great time to play Train of Thought because I'm so high energy, I'm liable to make more rash decisions, but hey, you all keep me in line, okay? That's the plan. Your existence, the fact that this is happening on my computer and not on my mobile game, which is where I usually go crazy and play like 15-minute runs, which is a bad idea. Don't do that when you're win streaking, but it's a lot of fun. I still highly recommend it. So, we're not gonna make mistakes. You'll all keep me in check. What did we do last time? We're on a 232 win streak. Oh yeah, we had an early. I guess we had this run right. This guy right here is already on the screen. Early founding seal cold channel. We went all the way on that. We had a multi-striking plus 25 tiny stone self-infused siren, I believe. And then there was also a large endless shark. Honestly, a very classic sort of all-in Stygian line there. We did have a plus 30 holdover glimmer to hold down Solgar to keep him afloat, as well as some -2 spell chain drains to ensure that we could actually defeat the bosses and not lose our backlines. A really awesome run simply because my shark killed Seraph. I get it, the frostbite from Cold Channel, kinda, whatever. You know what? Shark was on the floor when he died, and that is the most important thing to me. What are we doing? Primordium, incredible. Just give me some ridiculous Primordium, Furnace Tap, Perils of Production insanity, and let me generate 5 million damage and insta-win Divinity. It just seems like that's the energy I need right now, so whew. All right, let's go. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what we get from Primordium today. Let's do it. Bring it on, buddy. Yeah, click the button. All right. Ooh, this is gonna be good. So far, so good. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing just peachy. Not much to add. It's been a very busy week. Weeks plural, and for all the reasons I've already described, I'm not going to go back into it, but I'm here for some Monster Train, I'm here for a good time, and I'm here for a long time. I've got a lot of recording to do. I have fallen behind because work is so busy. I've simply not been able to get any episodes recorded before work in any days this week. So that has put me behind. I think I have 4 episodes left at this point, which is going to be barely enough to get us through this current week that I'm in, which is almost certainly going to be the week before you see this episode. So we're on the razor's edge of recordings. I'm running out. I need to pick it up. So here we are. Anyway, today we are Exile Umbra default Hellhorned. We're facing Dazed Talos, Ragefell, and Diligent Seraph. Primal Dust. You can tell where my brain is, right? High energy, high octane gameplay. Prismal Dust, Hidden Passage, Feast, all fine. Prismal Dust is excellent with Primordium. Find it intrinsic, play around that. You can do a lot of cool stuff. Feast is fine-ish. It's a 0 cost that I can sacrifice on Diligent, which is okay. There are times when it's good. It's probably not good in this clan combo. It's going to be hard to buff Primordium's base stats on the Stalwart snack side. Could be cool on a Stalwart Superfood mix, maybe. This is almost certainly not going to be helpful right now, though. It's just kind of a card that's going to be in my deck. Hidden Passage, usually not that strong. I don't think I'm going to need to do a lot of that here, but I could do some overstacking. Maybe I get an Iron Drop Cage, lets me do some disruption. Pretty strong in general. Happy to have it. Temples today. 2, 3, 6, 8. 4 temples. Seems good. Dupe on 8 is Steel Side. Nothing special. Trinket Shop with Vortex. Trinket in the middle on 7. That's a good Trinket Shop, but there's no money here, unfortunately. It does compete with a pretty weak Magic Shop that stole my cash, so kind of a weak ring 7. Removal Dupe. Health on 6. Good. Steel Shop. Cave. Money on 6. If I go the Steel Shop with the money, it might lean me into the Trinket Shop. There's a lot of things I could hit here, right? Hellhorned has some good relics. Steel Shop, another Trinket Shop on 5? What the heck? It's stealing all of my other shops, which is not great. I don't need this many Trinket Shops. They're hard to pay through, right? Now, there might be some things I try to look for, but usually it's not good to see this many. So that's interesting. There's a Steel Shop competing with it, which also has the money. Again, the Trinket Shops aren't very strong either, so that's unfortunate. There's no money in the middle, there's no money on their side, but anyway. Alright, we have Steel Shop, very good. Hellhorn Banner, Vortex on 4, huge power up here if we need it. Now, unfortunately, there's no temple for a while until ring 6. That Hellhorn Banner might not be immediately useful, but it doesn't hurt to look, and it is a good set of upgrades and power-ups. Double Magics in the early. We have Umbra Banner with Steel Shop on 2. Magic Shop has the Hellhorn Banner. Unfortunately, our trajectory is probably going to be double Umbra Banners. Don't love that. Could lead me down Alloyed Construct if we see it, but we should be careful because other things could be pretty rough. We'll see what we get. Anyway, I'm going to click on Iron Drop Cage here because I just commented that it would be great to see it, and I have double Hidden Passages. This is incredibly powerful to a massive degree. I think Superfood is correct with Prismal Dust Opener. It's also safer on Divinity. It's going to be a little low damage early game, which we'll want to keep in check somehow, but I think it's correct. Now, do I look at this horde? I have pings. I have Daze from Hidden Passage. I have a lot of disruption. I think we click it. Conscription Notice is hard to say no to here. Guild Marker early on is very nice, as is Split Anvil. I can definitely play around that with like the Prismal Dust or like a Ritual I eventually find or something. I think Conscription Notice is going to provide a ton of value though. It mitigates my concern about damage early game, lets me be a little more aggressive on unit trials and things. Could pay out in a lot of ways. Maybe we see like Tycoon or something. I'm going to take the Conscription Notice. This offsets a not offensive opener and lets me play a little more aggro right away, which I really like. Yeah, like Mark of Invasion, I feel like I can comfortably grab this with a Conscription Notice chilling on the floor, so there's that. Okay. That's a one spacer, right? Yes. So we sack Train Steward, we drop Primordium, we get a Cold Kalia here, which is excellent, and I just drop double damage shields in the back. And we have a sweeper that's crushing now, is pretty much what we have, which is awesome. I can plink up top. Awesome. Preserve some damage shield. Good. I am going to plink mid-floor. Fair enough. I should respect this foot soldier, but I can deal with it because I'm going to draw in a hidden passage, so I kind of don't care. Yeah, fine. Obviously, I could have played the Prismal Dust business there, but it did not matter. I don't need more, right? It's fine. Plink is your friend. Looking pretty good, honestly. I can also get some extra Ember for next turn, which is neat. Fun. Great. Cool. We should be in excellent state here. Honestly, I'm just going to elevator this guy downstairs. Doesn't really matter what else I do. I could have played it upstairs and actually killed that guy, but it does not matter. We're chilling. I guess I could have killed this guy. I'm taking 2 damage because I didn't respect. That actually is a mistake. I should have saved 2 damage there. Ah, whatever. It's fine. I'm over it. A little too high energy right now to think of doing anything else. We easy win the combat. Good stuff. Alright, cool. I took 2 damage I didn't need to. You'll forgive me. Antumbra Assault. I mean, the thing is that I don't really want... we have more... We have Umbra Banners, though, don't we? I could go Magic Shot, but I would really need a card I want to upgrade. I guess... Would Double Stack do anything for me? How do I feel about that? Do I have a Holdover? Holdover Hidden Passage is pretty strong with the Drop Cage. I could go Hellhorn Banner here, and then not see a unit upgrade until Ring 4. I kind of feel like I should take Antumbra Assault, if only because I could end up on a morsel line, and it would be nice to have a card that actually generates morsels. You really don't want Alloyed Construct with Plinks and just Primordium here, right? That's not good. Let's take the Antumbra Assault. It's fine. I'm going to click on Ritual. It's going to be good with Superfood somehow, some way. That does make the -1 stronger, so we go to the right. Yes. Give me a -2? No. Intrinsic. Okay. Intrinsic Prismal Dust is huge play. Huge play here for Primordium. Big power-up. And they show me a Holdover. Wow, okay. Rail Beater. I'll take a Rail Beater. What a great front unit. This is good compared to pretty much every other thing we could see here. So, awesome. Durable, hits like a truck, takes multi-strike well. I can give him a Horned Warrior infusion later or something, which opens up some multi-strike options. Good. Great. Now, it's too bad they didn't show me a Perils of Production, because I would have loved that. Also, too bad I didn't take Conscription Notice, because Holdover Ritual of... Not Conscription Notice, you know the one, Split Anvil. Holdover Ritual at 2 costs would have been pretty sick for that. It would have been very difficult in the Diligent, because he would have eaten it, but it's fine. I think we're strong enough to be a little aggro here. So... what gets the Holdover? I mean, I think it has to be a -1 hidden passage here. It's just that powerful, right? It's literally... I mean, it's literally... what is it? Tiresome Climb. It's Tiresome Climb. And I have it on Ring 2. It's impossible to say no to that. We're going to 20 consume a Plink here. I'm not going to re-roll this shop. I feel good about that. I do think Intrinsic Prismal Dust is probably smart. I like Intrinsic Ritual of Battle too, but one step at a time here. Yeah, one step at a time. That's going to be a much harder play. Now, Spell Chain, I'm not seeing it, right? If I had like First Hell Pact, I might consider it on Prismal Dust, but I don't. Let's move on. 25 shards, we get through this. I'm not worried about it. Unit Draft, give me that. I want to see a Horned Warrior here, I think would be ideal. Damage, shield, and armor, keeping my guy afloat. Big Plink Slam down below, incredible hits. Take the lifesteal. Primordium gives me Shark. Shark goes middle, which guarantees Collector in kind of a big way. Big fan of that. I get 1 damage shield upstairs, it's enough. Hey, look, we get Collector for it. Incredible. I get the Ritual on this turn, so we're actually completely popping off, as it turns out. Which is great news. I also get some extra Ember. Great. I got the Plink hit. Good. Now, are we going to hit hard enough to kill this guy? Actually, incredibly, yes, we are. There you go. All right, fair enough. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I guess it makes sense. The melee weakness. Sure. Sure. I could just ascend a guy and he goes absolutely away right now is one big advantage. I could also ally play this. You know, you have the big overstack potential enabled on this run just by virtue of Hidden Passage being flexible. The daze is only on enemies. Yeah, sure, I think. I don't have a great way of getting Antumbra Assault value with the armor trial, but I'm okay with it, right? I think we defensively just Elevator an ally here and accept this. I'm going to self-ping, and then I'm going to do it again, I think. Cool, that clears backline, which makes the next floor an easy one. Good. I'm going to Elevator the guy in back behind the boss, and then take 3 damage shield upstairs, and we cruise. We easily win from this position. Elevator the guy in the back down here. Let's get Elevator Train Steward. I think that's kind of dumb, though. I'm only doing this. I don't really need the elevator at all. We're actually just super fine. I could have self-pinged there for a little more damage, I think, actually. Yeah. It's fine. Cool, we easily won this. I didn't even need to really think that hard. Multi-strike would be a very important pickup here. Horned Warrior would be excellent. No perils of production on the run. Okay. It's fine. I don't think I need it. I do need to hit multi-strike, and I need to lean into the Ritual of Battle a bit more now. Is making of a morsel ever correct? I could see like a pivot here if I get a morsel made, but that's pretty unlikely. I don't think I ever do Alloyed Construct pivot here. Magic Shop for sure on this next floor. I think we just sell this. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, Tiresome Climb. Honestly, though, second Ritual of Battle is probably good. It's a little bit high density. They're heavy on the upgrades. Although, really, isn't Tiresome Climb better? Yeah, I'm going to grab the Tiresome Climb. That's 4 days, which is awesome. Ah, the units suck. That's a big bummer. Huge bummer. Okay. Branded Warrior is fine. I don't love it. I have a very expensive deck. I kind of do at this point wish I had the Split Anvil. I thought about it. I was like, of course, this clan combo leans into it. Like Inferno, Ritual, etc. But I think the Conscription Notice is part of what enabled us to do some of the things we already did. So I'm not mad about it. It's a safer pick. It's okay. None of these units are great for infusions. Morsel Maker is okay. It's giving up levels. I think I would rather look at units and do an infusion later. So we skip here. That's a huge bummer. Magic Shop. I need -1s. Plus 30 in the temple. It's not what I was looking for. -2 would have been ideal. 20 consume is good. I'm probably just buying some -1s, 20 consumes here. I don't think I should prep for an X5, I think. So let me -1 the Ritual here, because if I hit the density on this, I think that's a big win. 20 consume a Plink. I don't need this Eternal Stone spinning here. A holdover I cannot afford, but honestly, I don't need it. I already have it on a Hidden Passage. Not going to put it into another Ritual or whatever. 1 cost Ritual, 20 consume a Plink. Excellent. Let's look at the Temple or the Caverns real quick. Wow, so much movement. I am going to take Trap Shoot. It's disgusting. It's hard to skip, especially with the Drop Cage. Wow, Morsel Mate, actually. Actually Morsel Mate. I called it. Okay. Well, all right. I mean, it's good, right? Is this ever better than waiting? I have Antumbra Assault. I don't have Multi-Strike is the thing. Not a good infusion, I don't think. I'd rather honestly have more turns to feed stuff into Primordium to buff them up. I think we skip here. It's a little weird, but I think we skip. This doesn't feel like what I want to do on this run. And that's a hard thing to articulate why I don't feel that way. Part of it is morsel generation, for sure. Part of it is I don't have a multi-strike. I'd really like to keep the infusion open for something that could be a Horned Warrior. Right? Horned Warrior being a viable infusion is extremely important to where we stand here. I have a possibility of drafting him twice coming up. I also don't generate enough morsels. I mentioned that briefly, but that is a factor here because Morsel Maid's hunger is cool, but it's cool, but it doesn't do anything if I don't have morsels. Like, it's useful, but I also don't want to eat Primordium faster in this particular moment. I think we chill. Skip, sell there, as odd as it is. I'm going to stay a little low on shards. Should I consider a plus 30 on Antumbra Assault? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I might take a 10 in piercing there, but I don't think I take the plus 30. We skip this holdover. Double holdovers, and they didn't show me a single perils. Bummer. Mega bummer. It's okay. We get through this, at least. Plink start is your friend. We like starting Plink so I don't end up passing on 2 Ember Drain here is a big factor. We are just going to drop a Prismal Dust upstairs. It's good. I'm going to play Titan Sentry middle, and I'll give him some damage. Sure. The sap is causing me some annoyance. It's not that bad, though. We will just Plink. I do want to feed upstairs to the best of my ability. I think I want to just spam Daze on the boss as well. Yeah. Didn't get really good rituals here, unfortunately. We do see at least one, which is fine. I'm going to Daze Ascend the boss. Guess I'll play another Train Steward out. I don't need to do anything fancy here. We're going to completely crush this lady because she stands no chance of defeating me, right? There's just no world that I am bested by her. She currently has 8 dazed, which is a fancy way of saying whatever, man. I send this guy in the back here and it dies. Yeah, okay, cool. I was gonna say it dies to Frostbite. Prevents that floor from overstacking. Cool. I can come downstairs, ping, take some stats. It's good. I'm going to ascend the guy in back. It's dead because the power of Iron Drop Cage. I actually turned this unit upstairs into a morsel. Very cool. My Train Steward dies, which is good for a lot of reasons. And I don't want to play the other Train Steward because I would like to not waste Talos's effect, right? So the deal here is I ascend. Oh, wait. Never mind. We ascend Talos. Then we ascend Talos again. And then we just kill my home floor and we easy win upstairs. Yeah, she gets like 10 turns of days then. Excellent news. Drop Cage is nuts. Wretch. Okay, Wretch is very good. I should also consider One Horn's Tome. One Horn's Tome is viable on a Rail Beater. I think we take the One Horn's Tome and we try to make it playable. I think this is looking like an Ember take with how expensive things are. Steel Shop coming up. I think it's a One Horn's Tome, being real with you. I think one hit with Primordium coming back is not as strong as 2 hits with Primordium only existing once. I think One Horn's Tome is a necessary draft here. Apex Imp is interesting. Do I have the armor gen here? And they're really showing me a lot of goods. I have Intrinsic Damage Shield right now, which is good. Apex Imp. So what you could do is you could do Rail Beater into Apex Imp for a huge damage opener, and then you can still feed him the One Horn's Tome because of all that opening armor and the damage shield. Alloyed Construct is available for the pivot. I think I will go Apex Imp here. Yes, that's a reasonable pick. Now, the real challenge is draw or Ember. I think Ember is going to be very important, what with my One Horn's Tome and other nonsense. I think it is draw eventually. What boss is this? Ragefell? Draw is always important, though, is the thing. And our deck is not really clean right now. I think it is draw straight up right now. And we'll probably take Ember later. I'd like to have the extra card. Okay, let's look for upgrades. I think it is to the right here. It's much more powerful overall. We'll look at the Hellhorn banner. Alpha Fiend, Demon Fiend, absolutely not. Give me a multi-strike off the top. No. I'm going to remove Train Stewards. Yes, they're going here. Now, Quick is pretty okay. I could take the Quick on Apex Imp. I'm really debating on this because I can't re-roll this shop, tragically. Because you don't make enough money. Quick is good. I think we take the Quick on Apex Imp and we sit at 25 shards here. I guess I should take this money though, huh? Maybe. Give me Stalwart Snack? Ah, bummer. Okay, with no Stalwart Snack, I am a little bummed out by that. We'll take Superfood 2 and we'll delay that decision. I think I should grab this cash because I'm looking at going to another steel shop. It doesn't help me re-roll right now, but that's okay. We move on. 35 is comfortable. If we were any higher, I think we'd be in bad shape. I'm going to take the Ancient Hate here. I don't think we die, and I like the cash. This makes enemies a lot harder to kill, but that's okay. Like, we're going to leak stuff, is the problem. I'm going to accept... And Apex Imp is going to be a little flimsy here. How do I want to approach this? I think I'd like a Sweeper or something, but I also don't want to pass on to Ember Drain. So I think we have to Apex Imp upstairs first. Then we're going to Primordium, see what we hit. Siren of the Sea is honestly pretty legit here. And the big advantage is that it is a second hit on the floor. Yeah, I am going to drop the Rail Beater downstairs. I think it's nice getting that extra hit. We'll take the 1 damage shield up top. 3 damage shield will offset this relentlessly. I think... Okay, this looks pretty alright. I'm going to go ahead and plink. Man, I really did just miss the Collector on that, didn't I? I guess I could have double torched him, but it's fine. I will take out one of the enemies in the back. I lose the Cashier. I'm actually okay with that, I think. We were close to getting it. It's a shame. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Elevator guy in back here for 30 damage. We'll save all of that. If I elevator this guy, I get 4 turns, so he's also perished. Excellent. And I think we just keep clicking cards at this point. Sure, yeah, there's really no reason not to click cards. I can, yeah, alright, good, great, fine. Ritual is your friend. I'm going to elevator this middle thing. It's dead for sure. I could delay this a little. I don't exactly know. Could just send this thing, right? Daze for 4 turns. Iron Drop Cage hard carrying here. I'm taking, this would be so much damage upstairs, but I'm taking 0 from it. I think I do Iron Drop Cage this. Man, my front guy is doing no damage. No damage whatsoever. I think we do delay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, now here I can elevator one of you. I can plink, hopefully hit in front, or don't. Fine. 3 days, it's okay. I think I can elevator the guy in back and take 0 here, and that's okay. We'll take 7 for the combat, it looks like. Yeah, 7 for the combat is not too bad. True. Unfortunately, we cannot play One Horn's Tome. I'm going to go ahead and ascend in back here. Does not really matter what I do, but I think I can actually get some morsels out of it, oddly. I'll take them. Sure, why not? And then we ascend the... we just go ahead and hit it with Tiresome Climb then. I was going to use the Hidden Passage, but that hit is sufficient. We get through it. All right. You know what? Conscription Notice, thank you. Thank you a lot. I missed the Collector, but I do get the... what's it called? The Trial. I'm going to take Ember Cache into Diligent. This also, in some cases, might enable me to actually play One Horn's Tome eventually. Click it. It's good. Pyre Chomper. It's not bad. Impish Scholar. Problem is this brings back Plinks. This could be One Horn's Tome, though. It's not necessarily impossible. Trap Shoots are a good hit. Well, it's going to cause some problems with Ember Cache. I don't think Imp is the right angle here. You could maybe take it prospectively. I don't think you want to. Pyre Chomper is annoying because I can't give him Permafrost or some component there. I guess I could put it on One Horn's Tome, but... is he the right pick ever? I don't think so. He's not bad, but I don't think so. You could maybe take Pyre Chomper there and get away with it. Let's go to this steel shop. It's better than the trinket shop here. Let's see what we roll into. Improved Firebox I will click because now that opens up an intrinsic on the One Horn's Tome, which is pretty powerful. Quick, I don't want another one of these. We'll re-roll it. Multi-strike, good. Quick multi Apex Imp is online, very durable. I'll take the Horde in the middle. Vapor Funnel is kind of nuts. Queen's Tail is funny because you actually get extra armor on the extra, what is it? Card draw and Ember on the turn you play the Apex Imp. It's the only case where that comes up though. Otherwise, I think Vapor Funnel is superior because I can elevator things and they walk up with 3 dazed. Right? Winged Indulgence is also completely fair here. This is a good relic. Winged Indulgence, I think, gets some crap as a relic. I think it gets flack because it seems low impact, but consider for a moment how many attacks you take per round on Divinity, as just an example of one combat, and it's actually really good. I don't think it's, like, incredible. You're not winning your run usually based on this, but the -1 is always appreciated. Always, in my opinion. I think it is here a Vapor Funnel, though I will confess that reducing my Pyre attack power is a little not counterintuitive. I don't like it here because I already have the ability to ascend up, right? You ascend up, you get 60 right now. If I take this, I ascend up, I get 75. It's not as big of a jump as you would like. Part of the problem. It is strong flexibility, though. I think it is Vapor Funnel. It's more impactful than the other ones. Take it. Sure. Buy some removals, I think. This is a good opportunity to do it. I'd like to see magic shops now, although it is going to be the removal dupe next floor, I think. Yeah, I'd like to take some armor cards if they show them to me. I would grab an Inflame, I think, at this point. I would. Yeah, I would take Inflame here. Armor. It says armor on the card. I take Branding Right. Doable. You only get so many of those on the Apex Imp, but if I can connect one on Primordium, that's the big win. We're going to get at least 30 armor, 30 opening rage out of Railbeater's Infusion, which is good. I'll take it. I think I do cut cards here. It's looking like removal dupe next floor, so let's do that. We'll drop out both Train Stewards here, which is a significant improvement on my run. Cool. And now we move. Alright. 50 on ring 5 is pretty chill. I could take multi-strike, yeah? Quick lets me guarantee that I get 2 hits out, which is good. Alright, now, we do end up in this situation where I go... Oh, by the way, I never told you, but Improved Firebox also is nuts with my intrinsic Prismal Dust. I was primarily talking about it earlier because of the possibility of seeing a later intrinsic on a One Horn's Tome, but even if I don't see that, getting like 10 damage shield here is redonkulous. So, we're going to play Railbeater middle. I want to make sure I'm feeding Apex Imp here. And we're just going to drop 9 damage shield upstairs and then daze the scary guy on bottom floor and chill. Cool. Drop in Apex Imp Ritual in the back and we're nuts. Easy. Cool. And now it's pretty much just elevator stuff, in my opinion. Plink goes middle, I think. It's a good Plink. We like that Plink, yes. Because now I elevator the tank and we push the 45 through, and that's great. Yes, good. Cool. Great work. We just keep elevatoring some stuff. Play a Plink where possible. Take damage, it's your friend. And then I suppose I will Ember Cache and chill, I think. I guess I could play the Prismal Dust. Sure, why not? I have 23 Prismal Dust, 34 Prismal Dust. I think we're chilling. Now, sadly, I do not... Maybe I could hit. Ah, shame. Like, it doesn't really matter. Nothing is going to stop me, but I'm not going to get my One Horn's Tome, sadly. Oh. It's possible. No, it's not. I was going to say it's possible, but it's actually not. Cool. We'll send it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We easy win this combat. I'm just ascending things like weirdo. I just like clicking the card. We do a tiresome climb here. Although, you ascend your ally and you tiresome climb the enemy and the run is free. Yeah, especially because the Apex Imp now connects off that melee weakness. Kind of cool. Refined Void, great news. It's not a ton of help, but it is help. It's something Primordium is going to pass on indefinitely now. So, Cannibalize, Feast, Excavation Eruption, no thanks. Inflame says armor, we'll click it. I don't need the other cards. Imp in a box. Another tiresome climb, we're fine. I don't need this Divine Artifact. No, we hit Multi-Strike. I don't need this. I sell it for money. There are some good ones here, but I do not need it. I was considering the Concussive Coals, but it's not Cursefell. So I'm not that worried. We go to the right. I take health at long last. I get my Infusion, which is a great opener. Rail Beater into Apex Imp. A good setup here. -2 is huge. I'm going to put that into One Horn's Tome. Now it's just actually playable. Now I can just actually use this card and not feel bad. So that's pretty cool. I do get removals. I'll have to think about what I cut here. I want to remove Plinks, but I don't want to lose the Diligent. So there's that. Dupe here is probably just a Ritual of Battle, because it's upgraded. If I had like a -1/-1 Inflame, it would be a 0-cost version of this ritual, essentially, which goes to show you just how bad Inflame is, by the way. If I had fully upgraded Inflame, even in the optimal circumstance, where I would be playing it into an Apex Imp, that's optimal for Inflame. It is still, as you imagine, less rage than just playing the Ritual of Battle. So I think we just make another ritual for density purposes, and feel pretty good about that. Anytime we get Ritual into Primordium is amazing, so click it. Good. That helps a bit. Let's math out our card count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, 11, 15, 19, 23, 26. 26 gives us a huge amount of flexibility to just dumpster some Plinks. We only really need an equivalent spell count of 20. This is a pure statistics game that comes from having played the game for thousands of hours. There might be some math that you can run that tells you whether or not a certain number of cards is enough for Diligent, but I find historically, with all of my experience in the game, that if you have roughly 20 spells, you're gonna, as long as they're all playable, right? If they're all playable, that's what matters. As long as you have roughly 20 spells in your deck, you're always gonna at least draw one that you don't mind sacrificing so that you can play the other more important stuff. You're not at risk of losing your holdovers, pretty much, or your important plays. And later on in the combat, obviously, you're fine losing your important plays because you don't need them as much. You've set up. I'm going to take the Horde on 7, which gets me over 100, and I think we chill. I don't need anything else. I've already done this infusion. I didn't forget, right? Right, good. Cool. I think we blast fell. No chance. We have the intrinsic on Prismal Dust with an insane amount of Ember, so good luck fell. What an opening hand. Wow. Cool, that's strong. So we click Apex Imp first. Now this is great because this guy hits like a truck. Look at his opener. 80 damage. That's just him out of the gate. Incredible. We're gonna double Ritual here because I would be dumb not to. I'll play the Shattered Shell middle, and I actually think 7 damage shield is better than trying to play out this Plink. This is nuts. We are popping off, is the way I would describe this. Now, tragically, I lose the One Horns Tome here because of the Ember Drain, but it is, I suppose, what it is. Bummer. That's okay, I guess. Link downstairs. Sure, I should just start trap shooting the boss, though. Yeah, we'll just start stacking up a ridiculous amount of days on the boss, which is awesome. I have so many cards like this. Just ascend to this thing. Although I could ascend the boss and do like 166 damage to her. That's pretty cool. Yeah, cool, we'll do that. I'll ping in the back so I don't lose. I guess I lose him anyway. Wow, alright, fair enough. You know, it happens. It happens. It's okay. Cool. Inflame is a pretty decent card to play here. So I'm going to click it. I lose the Tiresome Climb, but I kind of don't care. Ah, Plink, come on. Keep ascending the boss. Which is good because I pushed 200 damage, but also because 2 days is your friend. Hey, look, Excavated Ember into One Horns Tome is incredible. Now we super cruise. I have 29 damage shield. I hit 3 times. We have it, right? This is no fear anymore. Yeah, it's good. It's good as it turns out. Plink, wonderful. We keep the days rolling. All is well. Enemy has no chance. Which is great news. Incredible. Honestly, we have the pieces. And then we even get to double days the boss again for 13 days and another 300 or something damage, whatever that number is. Cool. Anyway, we're just going to keep sending it. I'm super not worried about this. We just ascend her again. She has, what is this, 16 days, 18 days, and just gets completely pummeled. Yeah. Good. Great. In fact, I think we have it. Last Stand. Now, this is interesting. Reinforce is kind of a last stand, except that my rage generation is much better than my armor generation, but it does come with some baked into the guy. I think Last Stand is just going to be superior, although there is third One Horns Tome, or rather second One Horns Tome if I would like it. I think I would rather just dupe my -2 One Horns Tome so I can actually play it more reasonably. Is Last Stand worth it? Probably, right? Probably. We should click it. I think it's a good card to add. Now the quintessential question of do I want Ember or draw here? I think it is Ember. There's a lot of stuff that could happen that it's nice to have the Ember for. I don't think I need it, really. Oh, bummer. I think it is. I think I just go Magic Shops. What do I have node-wise? Magic, and then maybe I have to go to the Steel for the dupe. So I get 1 Magic Shop. It means I can make One Horns Tome cost 2. I could then drop Last Stand to 2 as well. It's doable. I think card draw is stronger here because I don't have Intrinsic on my days pickups, and drawing them a little faster is better. So we'll go with that. I'm going to go Magic side for sure here. I want to look at the Magic Shop, but I think it doesn't matter really. I'm going to go... Oh, Permafrost actually is pretty cool. Gurg's Goad is an extra multi-strike. I don't see any world where I skip that. I already have the run that benefits from it. Amazing. Give me Stalwart Snack. No? Superfood 3 it is. Honestly, it's better. 4 damage shield, we'll take it. And then Magic Shop. Okay. Okay, Permafrost is a genuine option here. Permafrost on the One Horns Tome. Hold it until you can play it. That's pretty cool. Now, granted, I do kind of want to click this as soon as humanly possible. The only time it's not viable is if I draw it on exactly turn 2. because of Ember Drain. So the way you answer that is not with the Permafrost, right? The way you answer that is by making it always playable with a -1, right? I mean, if you make it cost 2, I can play it on any turn, is what we're taking away from this. Any turn I draw it, I play it. And turn 2 is great because, I mean, it means I can put it on Primordium, who then passes on Multi-Strike twice, which is excellent. Yeah, I mean, we make it -1. The Permafrost is quaint, but I think I'm going to put that into Last Stand instead, because that's a much later played card after you've kind of built up some stuff, so that's good. 20 Consume into a Torch, great, why not? Burn it. Double stack. Double stack Intrinsic Prismal Dust is nonsense. I have so much Ember on turn 1, this is stupid. Even at -1, this is a huge swing. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, buddy, you ready for this? Looking forward to it. Let's make Inflame cost 1. It's kind of like a ritual when played on Apex Imp, so fine. Sure. I'll take the 20 Consume on a Torch as well. Alright, we're loaded. I think we move on. We're at 105 already. I really don't need anything else, though I would take a -2 if the game deigned to show it to me in this final temple. Mark of Invasion. I'm guaranteed to be able to take this, right? The only question would be if my Apex Imp dies, but he has 30 armor thanks to Rail Beater. So we chill and take this, and we're golden. Cool. Good. Great news. So let's Apex Imp first. Now he just straight up kills these guys. Incredible. Then you drop Primordium. Amazing. We get a Branded Warrior. Now, Branded Warrior is sick here because he benefits from Gurg's Goad. So you could honestly put him in front here, but I still think it's wrong. We're going to stick him on the floor because it's cool. And then I'm going to drop 16 damage shield here for reasonable numbers. I'm not going to click any of this other stuff. I don't really care about it. Cool. Honestly, amazing. Draw something. Good. Yeah, here you go. We toss the One Horn's Tome in the back. As much as I would love to open with a Ritual in my guy, I think tossing him the One Horn's Tome is just going to be objectively stronger. So that's pretty neat. Exactly what we were talking about. We even get some Branded Warrior Slays there. What do you mean? Unbelievable. Cool. We're pretty powerful, I think, is what we're finding out, yeah? Yeah, I'm hitting a bunch of times. I'm going to plink middle a bunch, get rid of these cards, it's fine. Cool, yeah, I'm feeling reasonably good about our state of things. I can ascend something. We definitely just ascend this Ember Wings and then blow them up. It does not matter. I'm just burning Consume cards at this point. We easily win this combat from this state. Last Stand is pretty cool here. It's not really needed. I guess I can take Morsels. I'll take them, sure. Yeah, another damage shield. Why not, friend? Let's go. I'm going to split up some of these tanks. A lot of this does not matter. Just being clear about it. Yeah, a lot of it is just kind of super irrelevant. Cool. We'll take some ritual nonsense. I will ascend another guy just to hold on to it. Again, I do not care. I'll ascend the other guy, and we just kind of full send. He gets them all. He gets them all. It's amazing. We click Ritual, and we click the Last Stand here. I mean, it's fine, right? I can ally play the Ascend just to delay it, which is cool, and then I click... Tiresome Climb. Sure. Respectable. I'm not even going to click other cards. My Apex Imp goes nuts. Alright, good stuff. We get money, we get Collector, we get pretty much everything. Cave-In, Feast, Excavation, Eruption. I think we have a commanding victory ahead of us. Impalate, Impressive, Rage Serum, nope. I think we're good. We've got it. Amazing. And now I do want to dupe, because at a minimum, I think One Horn's Tome is going to be stronger than pretty much anything else I could add to my deck, or do right now. As much as I love the idea of more magic shops here, nothing they show me is more powerful than another multi-strike for my guy. So there's that. Light's Gift. Light's Gift is funny because now Quick is completely irrelevant. But you know what? I'm not mad about that. Sure. Reroll and see what we see. Ashes of the Fallen. Scorched Steel, actually not terrible. I was looking for a Pyrostone housing because, yeah, there is another multi-strike in this shop. Not that it matters. Scorched Steel is actually unironically pretty good because it's armor that's defense on turn 1, but it's also armor that gives damage to Apex Imp both from Apex Imp itself and Primordium. It's good because it happens immediately, right? It's auto, happens on Primordium and Apex Imp right away. And it's probably the best thing I can do with my money right now. Like, Ashes of the Fallen is comparable on Apex Imp, but you don't benefit Primordium. I'll take the Scorched Steel, sure. I think it's better than removals, considering the state of my deck. And I will take a -2. Yeah, I mean, Tiresome Climb going to 0 is just genius. They show me the Intrinsic, which is also pretty cool. This just means I Intrinsic Inflame? I would Intrinsic One Horn's Tome, but I took the -2 and it actually pans out and it's worth it to have done this. So I'm okay with that. You could take Daze right away, but our damage shield situation is so good. Inflame is not great, but at least it has a slot that lets me put it out on turn 1, which is good. It's worth it to get it out on turn 1, I think. Yeah, alright, fine. Fine. I don't think it's great, but we'll take it. I'm going to dupe Multi-Strike. One Horn's Tome, let's go. Move on, I think. Nothing else I can do with my money. Goodbye, Frenzy Stone that I cannot afford. This run was blessed when it comes to upgrades. We had double holdovers in the early game, and then they showed me the multi-strikes later. Unnecessary Light's Gift. Cool. I actually think it's better to Plink first. Great. Honestly, it hit the bloody Curse Friend. Amazing. This is good because now I don't get Ember Drain for next turn, which is pretty fun. Apex Imp drops in. I am just straight up going to accept 1 pyre damage here. I don't think there's any reason I should do anything else. We consumed the Plink here. Great news. I play Inflame, and then we just drop in 12 damage shield. And there's no reason to not trade 1 health there. That's a ridiculous amount of stats that we just kind of carried over. Cool. And now we play One Horn's Tome on turn 2. Amazing. And then I take Ritual of Battle, and this is ridiculous, right? We are hitting so many times. Goodbye, Baron. I don't actually care about him. Does not matter. Cool. Plink. Bottom floor. Shame. No problems. Okay, we're gonna... I don't want to leave these mutilations in. I'm going to ascend the Curse Boy here. I guess I can play the Ritual. I will, sure. Why not? We'll just take Vengeful Shards. I don't care that much about them. I am looking at trying to daze the boss. I'm going to consume One Horn's Tome here, of course. Self-mutilation. Then I think I do ascend the boss here just to keep daze rolling. Take Vengeful Shard damage. It's okay. The Quick plus the what is it, Light's Gift is kind of ridiculous, so I don't care that much about pretty much anything. Tiresome Climb is going to give me, what is this, 5 days here? He goes from 2 to 7. Yeah, the reason that works is because when a unit ascends to the top floor, either normally or by movement, it triggers Light's Gift. So this doesn't activate when the floating boss just walks up there on his turn, but it definitely activates when you send him up there. Anyway, here's Trap Shoot, you goon. Cool, guy has 11 days. Not afraid. Seems good. 13 days. Seems good. Cool. We definitely have this in control now. We're winning this combat. Ember Cache. Activate. Form of Ember Cache. Play the Vengeful Shard here. It doesn't really matter. I'm saving all the rest of these consumers just for possible sends on later turns. So that's fine. Yeah, like this is a great example of just, I guess I burn a torch. Huzzah! Okay, bud. Sure. Let's ascend Curse Friend. I don't want to feel like dealing with that. I'm going to play the Inflame and a Ritual here. I think that is worth more than the Vengeful Shard or the 1 Prismal Dust. We have like 50 Prismal Dust or Damage Shield, so we're fine there. Cool. Anyway, we consume Tiresome Climb on the boss. I'm going to go ahead and ascend the boss now. We already win, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got it. Good. Cool. Great news. Yeah, easy stuff. He completely bodies the boss, hits so many times. Amazing. I take 4 damage from Vengeful Shards. No one is feared. This is a Train of Thought episode, now that I'm reminding myself at the 11th hour. I have 140 shards, this is okay. We're not mad about it. I think we do the same thing to the boss, the Divinity here. Diligence stood no chance. We're chilling. Turn 1 Tiresome Climb is how I would describe disgusting. What an opener, buddy. Yeah, what an opener. Primordium. Animus of Speed. I don't really want this on the floor. Play the Ritual, because it is super good. Then we drop 12 damage shield here. That's enough, right? We easily win from this position. Yeah, fine. Now a shame we don't see the One Horn's Tome on turn 2, but it is okay. I'll plink middle. Sure. Numbers, why not? Keep the days rolling. Let's ascend downstairs and disrupt a little bit. I'm good with that. Yeah, I want to disrupt these floors a bunch, is the thing. Play the One Horn's Tome immediately. Alright, top floor is cleared. We're hitting enough times. And yeah, we're fine for a lot of reasons. Good, great, okay. Mid floor is also clear, good. Let's plink bottom. Weird, didn't hit anything useful. I would like very much to... I'm going to lift the Wilt Wings here, I think. I want to delay having to answer the Conduit. Alright, here is One Horn's Tome Mark II. I would like very much to Ritual here, Trap Shoot the Divinity, and I think I accept some lost damage shield and... Oh, I think what I actually do is we pull the guy in front of the mini-boss up. We're going to ascend the Conduit, I think, to the Pyre and just accept that damage, unless I have a good target for here. We clear everything. I could just let this ride, but I actually think a better play is it saves more damage shield and a lot more overall if I just take 3 to the Pyre and chill. Right? It's good to do it. I could actually push even more damage here because I think 5 days... Oh, yeah, we kill this back guy too. No big deal. Yeah, fine. Cool. Seems good. I'll take a damage shield. Great. We pushed a bunch of damage here. Great news. Okay, and we easily clear the mini-boss from this position. All good. Yeah, great. Wonderful. I could ascend and make some space on mid-floor a bit. The thing that's worth noting, I actually think because of the way Rage is ticking down and the fact I'm at 291 right now, I think it is correct to double ascend the Gilded Wings here, because I have just enough hits to clear them and I go to 289 on this turn. Unless I draw, you know, Rage. Right, that was the thought. So I would like very much to disrupt mid-floor now. So the right way of doing that is ascending something. Something tanky that I don't really care about. Yeah, fine. And then I'm going to double torch in the back. Good. 4 days on the boss. I might as well put some more days on the boss. That's fine. I was thinking I could do some more disruption there, but I actually think I'm okay. Right, it's fine. Ritual, Inflame, good. I would like to... Maybe this is my last stand turn. Probably, I think, actually. We have enough hits here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll just daze the boss. I kind of don't care. We easy win from this position. I think we clear this mini-boss in 2. Looking fine. I think if I ascend this guy and back, we win on this turn. Yeah, we actually are super good. We have the X. Easy. All right, cool. Wonderful. Thank you, One Horn's Tome. Very good. I had a feeling that card would be important, so that's pretty great. The Apex Imp pivot was nice. I don't actually think Apex Imp was that incredible. It was nice. It was a good initial damage burst, a clear improvement. But I think you could have achieved very similar with Rail Beater numbers, because Rail Beater gets that strike effect that's very strong. So I don't actually think he's that important to what we did here. It's just one of those moments where Apex Imp is very easy to pivot into. It's one of the reasons I think Apex Imp is such a nuts card. One of the few banner units I consider to be just truly in the top 10s, because it's so easy to slide into, right? You're just like, oh, Rail Beater infusion. Sure, I'll take 30 health and also 30 rage. That seems reasonable, you know? It double dips on a lot of things in the clan. So, but really, the big winner here, I mean, Iron Drop Cage was so ridiculous. I talked about this out of the gate because I had hidden passages, and then they just showed me immediately the drop cage, and I said, you know what? Yes, I will click that. So that's amazing. Eventually, we got Gurg's Goad, which is excellent. Free hit. Light's Gift, completely unnecessary. The improved Firebox is the other piece of this that I think is a big win. Improved Firebox into an intrinsic Prismal Dust that I gave double stack. That was either, what, 12 to 16 damage shield, depending on what I drew on turn 1. Any amount of which is a win. 12 past 3 times is ridiculous. 36 damage shield, nothing gets through that, especially when I have Quick on my floor and Light's Gift, whatever. At that point, that's already winning Divinity. So at that point, also, where is it? One Horn's Tome, completely viable on any turn. So amazing. Exactly kind of the card I was looking for on this particular run, and we found it. So good. The -2 helps make it playable. The -1 does the same. So amazing. Really, really strong pickup. I could have held out for the intrinsic that we saw in Ring 8. Don't think I wanted to, right? Reducing this to 2 cost is actually what enabled me to go second draw instead of taking Ember. And I think that is a net improvement on the state of the run. Inflame did fine. It's not very good here. In fact, this is actually pretty bad. The only thing that this did of note is that I slotted an intrinsic in it, so it was providing some immediate damage scaling. Whereas my rituals already had -1s. They're great cards. I love rituals. They're not that they're like impactful. They're a really good card to play. Don't let me say it wrong. But they're not run defining. This is not the card that I'm suddenly building my whole run around. The real card that stands out in that respect is One Horn's Tome. Obviously, you know, Iron Drop Cage, Hidden Passage. I have a, what is it, a Trap Shoot somewhere in here, a -2 Tiresome Climb. So much days. But the real card that stands out is the One Horn's Tome. This is kind of the run-defining element, I think. A very cool play. And honestly, super correct energy for how I'm feeling. You can't see it, but I'm throwing up the horns over here on the side. I'm feeling good, and they gave me the perfect run for it. Primordium was kind of a chef's kiss. I didn't even plan on Primordium being the run that I play in this exact moment, but the fact that it was, incredible. So anyway, that's 233 wins in the series. Go team. I will let you go there. So hey, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.